Thank you for joining me on this thrilling jaunt through all the Mother Love Bone. I've been having a wonderful time, and I'm sad to say we're almost to the end. Only a few more songs left. I know there's some live songs that never made it onto a record, and we will sprinkle those in as the years tinkle by. But today I've got, relatively speaking, many of these Lover Mudbone songs. An easy one, and of course I'm talking about Wan of Molden Girds. The Leather Mudbone was a mistake, but I've been thinking about Wan of Molden Girds for quite some time now. Here's the intro. A minor. G. Okay, next comes F. You play any F you want. I think it's this F. B1, G2, D3, A3. This is F major 7 with a C in the bass. Don't strum the low E string. That's the C in the bass. And the open baby E string is the major 7 part. Now, my evidence to support this is on this F chord we hear. And of course, you can't do that when you're playing big F. So, you know, play tiny, tiny F or slightly bigger F or regular F, whatever you want. But I do hear the B string. And back to A minor, where you also do that. So here's the first line of your intro, and then we will proceed to the second. A minor. G. F. Back to A minor. Second line starts the same, A minor. And also G. But here comes the fast transition. It is F, C, G, A minor. That's your intro. Great news, the verse is just the first line of the intro a few times. A minor, G, F of your choosing, A minor. And that takes us all the way up until the words and music line. And I wouldn't recommend counting this out. It's very strange. But we know how the lyrics go, and the chords follow the lyrics. C, D minor, A minor. Twice. C, D minor, A minor. That's that. Let's fall in love with music. Simple first, and then we're going to add some stuff to it. It's going to be F. Let's fall, G. Love with music to A minors. As simple as that. But there's some motion in here, and there's some spots where I'm sure it's the guitar, and some when I'm not sure if it's just the strings and not the guitar, or both doing it. So whatever, here it is, and you can do it if you want. This time I'm going to play F major 7 with an A in the bass, which is even easier than F major 7 with a C in the bass. It's just B1, G2, D3. We want the open A, that's the A in the bass, and of course the baby E open is still the major 7. But we can get that melody note that we definitely hear the strings do, and maybe the guitar, I kind of hope so, on the G string 4th fret, which is why now I'm playing F this way. To G, and I'm going to play G like this, so I can get the G sus4, meaning the B string 1st fret. And then on the A minor, the B string goes 3, 1. One more time. F, G, A minor. You may be asking, isn't that a B note, and can't we just get that by lifting our index finger off the B string on the F chord? Sure, do it that way if you want. I don't prefer how what I hear is instead of when you do it that way. But you do it either way you want. One more tiny thing that I'm awfully sure is there, but this you can disregard this segment if you want. After the F, I think there's a really quick turnaround on A minor heading into the G like this. Those two chords, you know, the F with the A in the bass, It's only one note away from A minor. The only thing that changes is the D string goes from 3 to 2. So, you know, do that A minor turnaround or don't. Anyways, after you've navigated that situation, however you decided to, when we get to the knees bow section, it's going to be F, G, tongue confesses A minor, and then we get the quick transition line, F, C, G, A minor, for King of Kings. And then he kind of reprises the line King of Kings, and it's just G, A minor twice. Okay, let's do from the quick transition. So we got F, C, G, A minor, and here's the line we're talking about, G, King of A minor, twice. All right, here's the count on the words and music line. It's not that crazy. Instead, we've been in 4 this whole time, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But at words and music, it's a measure of 3, just on that C, D minor line. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's the tricky thing that happens. We've covered all the pieces now, but when we're going to go into the outro, which is the same as the intro, that A minor is going to become the first A minor of the intro, the outro. They're the same thing, of the intro. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, intro. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, F, A minor. And then you already know what to do. There's going to be the quick transition line, and they're going to do it twice, and you should be golden. A golden man. No.